Here's something you probably don't want to hear. If you are a fitness person and you're not getting results, it isn't your genetics. You don't need more supplements or gear or peptides or any of that. It's because you don't stick to the plan. I've worked with so many people now. Nobody sticks to the plan. Now here's the thing, like sticking to a plan isn't easy. But that doesn't mean that anything else is wrong with you when you're not getting results. You not getting results is you not doing the right stuff. You can be healthy and look pretty good and probably be pretty lean and look generally the same for years, looking better than most people, but you're not going to progress if you're not sticking to the plan. If your goal is to just be healthy, then don't worry about it. But just know you're not going to grow, you're not going to get bigger, you're not going to look like a bodybuilder or look like a physique athlete if you don't stick to the plan. And you don't have to stick to it 110% of the time. But you also can't just slack off most of the time. And usually it's one of two things. Either you don't stick to your diet, which could mean a million things, but mainly probably you either eat junk food whenever you feel like it, or more often than you should, or you're not getting enough protein. The other problem is you probably train dumb. If you work with a coach, like this is my thing, and this is why I think that a lot of people don't train correctly. But if you work with a coach and you're still not getting results, then it's the diet. It just is what it is. But if you don't train with a coach, then you probably aren't training hard enough and you're not doing progressive overload. You're just going to the gym and winging it. And like I said, to be healthy, that's fine. But to have progress, you need to be pushing yourself the majority of the time in the gym. You don't have to be killing yourself every time you go in there. But like on leg day, back day, you should be pushing yourself and your numbers should be going up most of the time. Especially if you are eating correctly and your protein is high and your calories are in check, you should be progressing. All this to say that I see a lot of people who complain. I talk with a lot of people who think that they're doing all the right stuff, but then when you dig in deep enough, you can tell that it's either the diet sucks, they're not getting enough protein, or their training isn't hard enough. And that's it. And if you want to progress, those things have to be in check. I'd say 90% of the time. 80-20 will work for most people. But if you think you're doing 80-20 and you're not getting results, then you might have to push a little harder. It just is what it is. That's the problem with most people. Get your diet in check, get your training in check, get an actual program and stick to it for years, and then you'll be jacked.